A warm welcome to all the listeners. Listen to the Blue Horse. Dr.C.K.N. is in conversation with Pooja. I'm sure you'll enjoy this session, and I'm sure it's going to be some food for your thought.
Welcome back, listeners. So there's one topic which I think I have forced Mr. Blue Horse to talk about this topic. He was not very forthcoming. But yeah, this is very, very interesting. I really want to know. You have told, hi, Mr. Blue Horse, how are you?
I'm very good.
You have been telling me not to eat fruits, or you have been telling me fruits is not going to do much of a favor to you. I am very intrigued. I'd like to know more about it. Because the general perception is fruits is very good for health, right?
Do you eat a lot of fruits?
After you've told, now I don't know what to do. I'm a little confused. 2-3 specific things, Mr. Blue Horse. You said if you eat too many fruits, it'll make you age faster?
See, there are, after 1970, there are a lot of work happened on fructose molecule. It was first found, this molecule was first found in the year 1847 by a guy called Augustin Pierre, who was a French scientist. Till then, we don't know what was fructose. So, in 1857, a British chemist, William Miller, coined the word fructose. So, even though, glucose and fructose share the same molecular formula, C6H12O6, that is 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms, and 6 oxygen atoms. But they differ from each other. The 6 carbon atoms of the glucose molecule will be, you can see that in the picture. You can go to the net and see the molecule structure. You can see it is like an open chain form. So it's called the aldehyde group. So the same 6 carbon in fructose, 5 carbon atoms form a ring, 1 carbon is outside. It's called the furan ring. So it's called the ketone group. So that's why they are differ from each other. So if you take, for example, sucrose, the sugar is called sucrose. It's glucose plus fructose. One glucose molecule and fructose molecule are bonded with each other. So the glucose is identified. When you eat sugar, 50% of your sugar is fructose, right? So the 50% of it is glucose. When it goes into the main bloodstream, going through your entire digestive process, the glucose is identified by the human cells as my fuel. So they take them in. But the fructose is not. We have about 240 billion liver cells make a liver, human liver. We are overall about 100 trillion cells. 240 billion make an organ called human liver. So the liver cells do metabolize fructose molecule. They consume them as their fuel by joining them with the phosphate group, right? But not the rest of the body. So if you eat more of fructose, it's not good for us.
Why?
Because the body is not recognizing it.
But the liver is
40% of the fructose molecule is converted into fat. 40% of glucose molecule is sometimes converted into uric acid. Fructose is also converted into lactate. And so many problems are there. Because the human body is not consuming it, what will happen to this molecule? Abundance of it is going to come in. Where is it going to go? And what is it going to get to turn over? You understood? So, even though it was, first recognized in 1847 and then, named in 1857, as I told you, we did not have enough of equipments with us, to do high-end biochemistry. So, we started getting some good amount of machines. So, in 1970 onwards, the work went on. From 1985, there a lot of work went on in the last 50 years on fructose molecule, which is not good for us. If you want to, really go through all these things, there is a scientist who is called Robert Lustig. Robert Lustig is one guy who did enough of research works on fructose. There are a huge amount of videos are there in the YouTube. You won't be able to read papers because it's going to hold a lot of technical terms. A lot of Robert Lustig videos are there on the fructose. And here what I would like to tell you is, the sugar, white refined cane sugar, right? And jaggery, which is not refined, right? And the brown sugar, the jaggery powder or brown sugar, whatever. It's all the same. Many people think that I am using jaggery, it's good for me. White refined cane sugar is not good. I can eat any amount of jaggery. I can eat any amount of brown sugar. No. Sucrose is sucrose. That's it. There is no difference between jaggery and brown sugar and white sugar. They're all same. Now, when it comes to the question of fruits, I've seen people, giving big research videos and all that. It's all crazy. It's good for diabetes. Eat a lot of fruits, your sugar level don't go up. It's full of fructose load, man. Right?
Okay.
You understood this? Ancients have given very high importance as far as this part of the land is concerned. Three major important food they have identified. One is banana, the other one is mango, the other one is jackfruit.
Our local ones.
Jackfruit.
Yeah. As in, yeah. All
Jackfruit is jackfruit.
Yeah.
There's nothing called local or international.
I mean, these are our local produce largely.
Yeah.
All the three.
These are the three major food they have identified. And
They are good or bad?
banana is for blood purification. Mango is for evolutionary process. Mango is good for health. That's what they've said.
Good for what?
Evolutionary part.
Meaning?
If you eat mango, the fetus growth will be very good.
Oh.
And jackfruit is one which is the only food will directly help your bone marrow.
For real? Wow.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, diabetic people can eat all of these three?
No, let us not talk about diabetic people here. We'll talk about the concept of fruits.
No, it's a
Okay.
small, yeah.
Or the same ancients are really, really clever enough, even though people like Robert Lessing and so many other people have done enough of research on fructose. And then, with the high-end biochemistry found what are all the problems happening when the fructose load goes in. Why you put on a lot of weight when you eat a lot of sugary stuff? Because good percentage of fructose is getting converted to fat molecules.
Yeah.
Fructose is also highly responsible for triglycerides. You got the point?
But you said triglycerides are all right. It's not harmful.
No. Like triglycerides, see, anything is unwanted load, Now, what is happening here in this whole scenario is if you're going to eat a lot of fructose, it's not going to be good for you. That's proven in the last 50 years of research.
Right.
And still researches are going on. Research works are going on still on fructose. Many facts have been established, very clear. Very clearly, facts have been established. Now, most of the fruits are heavily loaded with fructose load than glucose, which is not good for us. Ancients have very clearly said one thing. That if you look at the nature, initially a small bud comes and then slowly it becomes big and then it will become a flower, right? And then a small, this thing will come, vegetable-like stuff. And it grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger for a long period of time, okay?
Yeah.
And then finally it will ripen into fruit. That is the old age of that aspect.
Okay.
The next stage, it is going to rotten and fall.
Yeah.
It's going to die.
Oh, okay.
So you are not eating the
Fresh.
no. The younger part of the nature's produce. You're supposed to eat the younger part of the nature produce.
Understood.
What the vegetables we take. We don't allow them to ripen. Right?
Got it.
We are not supposed to eat. Eating fruits is eating more of fructose. This definitely leads you to old age much faster.
Wow. So.
Now this is one. What was the understanding of the ancients? We are not talking anything against the fruit growing and all that kind of thing. It's a big business scenario around the world.
Yeah. It's touted as one of the
Now
healthiest.
another problem now. See, suppose I am born in India. Today, because of the transport network and air cargo, ship cargo, shipping, and all that stuff. I get every fruit grown everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
I just walk across from the place where I'm sitting now and talking to 200 meters. I have a big fruit stall where I can buy Australian grapes, Tasmanian apples,
Dragon fruit.
kiwi fruit from New Zealand. Now, dragon fruit is a huge amount of it is grown here in India itself.
Yeah. But it doesn't taste the same. Really, it doesn't taste the same.
That I don't know. I have not eaten that fruit so far.
Really?
Somehow while looking at it, I don't like it. So I have not touched it. I'll forget that.
Okay.
Now, see, if I'm going to eat kiwi fruit from New Zealand at the age of 40, the microbiome part of that fruit,
Must be a shock to your system.
see, everything has got self-built microbiome, right?
Yeah.
As I've told you.
Yeah.
The microbiome part of that fruit may not suit me.
Yeah.
Because I've not got used to it. See, one thing is very clear from my point of view. Whatever is the place where you're living. Say, suppose you are living in Madhya Pradesh in India. So, in and around you, 200 kilometers, 200 square kilometers, or 500 square kilometers, whatever is grown good for you. Because you belong to that soil.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't think so you and me can go and suddenly at this age go and take up house in Siberia and eat only meat and survive.
Oh my God.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Because we are not used to it.
Correct.
So fruits grown from other parts of the world, from apples come all the way from Washington to India in containers and sold out here.
What about the Indian apples? Kashmir and
Indian apples are also coming in. I'm also getting apple from all parts of the world. Now, why I'm telling this is because in the last 20-25 years,
Yes.
they have come out with this advanced food science or whatever you call it, or the certain chemical sprays.
Yeah, that's
They spray the fruit for longer shelf life.
true.
Like if you go buy an apple from the open market, which is imported from other parts of the world, bring them in. Just keep one apple on the table. Even after 6 months, it remains the same.
Ouch.
You must have been seeing all that. That means how much of chemical treatment has been done to it. Right?
Yeah.
So what will happen to you?
Okay, that's the chemical part of it. But naturally, you're saying too much of fruits is, okay, is there any
No,
limit?
this is one aspect people should know.
True.
In most part of the world, in almost all parts of the world, fruits are chemically sprayed.
Yeah.
Unless and until you have a
Garden.
at home and you have fruit yielding trees and then you pluck them from your tree and eat it. You're safe. You know that it has not gone anywhere. It is from your tree and you don't know any chemical
Right.
to be sprayed on it.
True.
There is no need for it. So this is one aspect which is really a point
Yeah.
people should know. Because say for example, somebody tells me, add a lot of fruits in your diet, it's good for you and all that.
Yeah.
And that person is 22 years of age and he takes it as a gospel and he adds a lot of fruit every day in his food. After 25-30 years, maybe at the age of 50-52, if he gets into some ailment or a medical problem, nobody can identify why it has happened. It may be because of the constant chemical which has gone in through the fruits what he has eaten. Must have caused the problem, but you cannot establish the fact.
Yeah.
What research you will do?
True.
We don't know what all is happening inside the body. It's dangerous for us to get into that kind of a research in the sense like nature will not allow you to see.
Right.
How can you understand all these things? Now this fruit cultivation is a big agricultural scenario.
Yes.
There is no doubt about it. When we go in and chemically analyze the fruits, we come to know what are all the potential molecules are available. That's good for human health. So you talk about it more and more and more. That fruits can give you good health and all that stuff, all that kind of thing.
Can it?
No, by looking at the molecular value of the fruits, nutrients part of the fruit.
Yeah.
But on the other side, is it really what is happening inside? This is a big question mark. It is not so easy for you to establish. You can test a product outside, but what happening when it mixes our biochemistry is completely two different thing. And I can tell you, you can do an experiment if you want.
Okay, I'm listening.
If you eat only fruits, see the basic difference between eating fruits as a diet and your normal food. Your normal food is cooked,
Yeah.
right? Your fruit is not cooked.
Right.
That's a major difference.
Okay.
So you take the microbiome directly. You eat fruits continuously, minimum 6 to maximum 1 month without eating cooked food. You will become a lunatic. You can try if you want.
Why though?
Because the chemistry which is coming inside the body through the fruits, which is going to really make an impact on your cognitive factors.
Oh. Has anybody done this? Has this happened in jail?
I have seen.
Oh, interesting.
Some Guruji in India told you drink only rainwater, eat only fruits, you will go close to divine. And some people followed it. After 6 months, they had become lunatics.
It alters their brain.
They become insane.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, tell me.
What happened to them then?
What happened to them? Some of them came, I slowly treated them and made them all right.
Oh, you treated them yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So drinking fruit juice is another bad thing to do.
Direct fructose.
Fruit juice. So say suppose you take a sweet lime, you peel the skin, then you take one piece after another, then you have to peel that also. You take 10-15 minutes to eat a fruit and you eat them with the fiber, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to cut 5-6 fruits and then put it in that machine and make a juice, and you will definitely add sugar. And what that 5-6 fruit, you will take 1 hour to eat. You finish off that drink within 5 minutes. So rush of glucose in you, huge amount of glucose and fructose in you. Body has to combine, Body has to take in it, accept it, process it, transport it. So much is there, We just eat and we forget. What happens inside, we don't know.
I have another question. Is sugarcane a fruit?
Sugarcane is not a fruit.
Does it, the composition is fructose as well, or how?
No, sugarcane is more of sucrose, There are innumerable number of other sugar molecules are there. All sugar molecules ends with 3 alphabets called OSC.
Yeah.
Like glucose, fructose, galactose, maltose, lactose, sucrose, ribose, raffinose, pseudoheptylose, idose. It keeps going. Mannose, xylose. Every sugar molecule which is found, they are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen atoms together. Okay. The basic things, these are all basic biochemistry lessons.
Yeah.
Okay. The more and more fructose load going in through the fruits is not good for us.
Yeah.
Definitely it's not good for us. Okay. That is for sure. What we are designed is to eat cooked food. Why we are cooking food is to eliminate the microbiome of the components which you are using in cooking. Built-in microorganism has to be wiped off before you could eat them.
Which does not.
This is the basic concept. Fruits are something which is not cooked and eaten. So you directly consume the microbial load. And what it is going to do to you, nobody can scientifically find it and establish. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bluehouse. So people who are enjoying fruits, like me, you can be in double mind and wonder what to do. But yeah, in moderation, if nothing else, at least in moderation. We'll see you in another session. Please avoid fruits meanwhile, as much as you can.